Hello, my brothers and sisters. So, really quick, I just want to talk about a couple of visions that I had last night and the day before that. But before I start, I don't know if you guys remember the last video I did, well, a couple videos back that I did when I talked about seeing a plane that was made out of clouds and it was just like coming straight out of the sky like this. And then 2 nights after that, I saw a plane in midair. Now, I mention this because I think it was 3 nights ago. I had a dream that I was somewhere in the middle of the street with a bunch of people, and all of a sudden there was just like fire, like the California fire. It was like a storm of fire. Everything was catching on fire. I mean, down to the trees, the cars, everything was catching on fire. And so I was trying to go down the street, but it was cut off. There was a bunch of fire trucks. So I tried to go the other way and it was cut off also. So I was like in the middle of the street with a bunch of other people. And then all of a sudden I saw a plane landing. And then I woke up. Now, it's very interesting because I was just watching another sister and I just put all this together. And she was talking about how she was asking the Lord when the rapture was going to take place. And she said that she couldn't believe it because she actually got a response. And what she heard was that it was an event, like when fire falls out of the sky. So I found that very interesting. Now, at the same time, you guys, I believe that the rapture is not going to take place until before the wrath of God. It says we're not appointed to the wrath of God. Now, the wrath is for the people who took the 666 sign. They're going to get the wrath of God. And before that happens, we're going to be taken away. Now, it gets kind of confusing because I also, in my spirit, in my soul, I really believe that there is something special that's going to happen with only the elect before the rapture. And I say this because I have gotten so many numbers. I wish I would have wrote them down. There were so many numbers, and all it talks about was like a gathering, with the elect, a transformation, like something's going to happen specifically before the rapture with the elect. And I feel like I'm not too sure exactly what it is that we're going to be doing or whatever, but I honestly, in my soul, I believe that there is going to be some type of a gathering, some type of a transformation that takes place before the rapture. um Now let me just tell you about a couple numbers that I got last night. So I got the number 155, and it means glory, a cloak, a garment. And I also had a vision that I was holding up a coat, and I think I was dusting it off. And when I turned it around to the back side of the coat, on the back it said mighty warrior angel. And then I woke up. These are all flashes, like quick flashes. And I also saw myself standing in the middle of the road, and my body was the same, but my arms was like eagle arms. And it coincides with the vision I had, well, the voice that I heard when it said, "Your arms will be spread out like eagles, and you are angels on earth." I did a video on that. So the other day I was praying, and let me tell you like how I talk to the Lord. Um, I'll have my eyes closed, and I'll just talk like He's right there. And if somebody was to walk in the room, they would definitely call somebody to come and get me because I know I look crazy, but whatever. And what I was saying to him that night was, "You said that we don't know, nobody knows the day or the hour for the rapture." And I was like, what I'm asking you for is how close are we for the gathering of the elect? And it's so weird because sometimes I will pray like that and I won't hear nothing. And then at other times I'll pray like that and I'll get an answer right away. So my eyes was already closed and I just seen the number 24 flash. Wow, just like that. And this is what it means. So the number 24, it means fresh young ears, also Canaanite name for the first month of the Jewish year. And it says Abib, ear, fresh heads of grain. And so I kept reading, and it says month of ear forming or of growing green, Abib month of Exodus, a Passover. And then it says month equals circa, April. So I kept reading, and it says the month of Abib, you are about to go forth. Came you out in the month of Abib to go the month of Abib. And it just basically keeps saying the same thing. In the month of Abib, for in it you came. Of the month Abib, for in it you came out. The appointed month Abib for came. It just keeps saying the same thing. The appointed month you came forth. So I was just sitting there. I was just like, I didn't want to get too excited, and I was definitely waiting for a confirmation. And so I turned on the TV, and I had it on a YouTube video that I just clicked on, and it was like some type of news or whatever. And in the words, I seen the word Aviv. It was spelled Aviv. I don't know why I decided to look that up because I had no idea what it meant. So I decided to look it up. And hold on a second. Aviv, Iviv. It means it begins about the time of the northern spring equinox, March 21st. So, I also saw this video where this guy was talking about how the Gregorian calendar has um, the Easter date is on April, but the Hebrew calendar says it's in March, so it's a month off. And it also coincides with what I heard a couple weeks ago that the transformation will take place within 90 days. I heard that sometime in December, so January, February, March. Um, I am so hoping that this is legit. I mean, I get so many numbers where I hear garment of light, transformation, mighty one, a gathering, to be taken abruptly. So many, all the numbers I get, they mean that, but in different words. And I am just praying that that's what that means. If anybody else has had any visions similar to that, or and it's so funny because everybody always assumed that the catching away or the gathering or however you want to call it was to happen in during Easter, sometime in Easter or in spring. People always felt that that's when it would take place. And and actually too, I think it was like a week ago, I was just laying down and I kid you not, I was just saying this to myself, like, oh my goodness, Lord, when is this gonna happen? And I just laid down for a quick second and I heard very soon, my darling. And then I seen like a light flash. And I was just like, oh my goodness. And you know, I'm not like a date setter, but I love when people say I feel like the Lord is telling me it's around this time. It just makes me look forward to it. It makes me so hopeful. I don't believe in actual dates. I feel like the Lord always just like gives you a certain time frame or like it's close, it's coming, it's soon. But when people say that, I will definitely listen and look forward to that time. I don't see no issue with that at all. A lot of people say, "Oh, no one knows the day or the hour." You can always say the Lord is leading me to feel like it's around this time. I don't have a problem with that. But I mean, I didn't even ask for a confirmation for, the month of Bib, and he gave me that with the number, and then I turned on the TV, I saw Aviv, and then the guy was talking about, how it's a month off and it's in March, and then the 90 days, within 90 days, and on the Sabbath that the transformation is going to take place. I hope it's before that. It could be, listen, when I heard the voice, it said within 90 days. So it doesn't have to be, March 21st. It could be before that. It's within that time. So I just think that is something to look forward to because I am so ready to like, you know, do I want to whatever it is we're supposed to be doing, I want to do it. I am just so tired of just sitting here and, waiting. I feel like it's right around the corner and, the graduation date, not date, the graduation dream that I had and, the grapevine with the first half of the grapes ripe and the bottom half rotten. I mean, I'm just really hoping. I haven't had any visions where it hasn't like coincide with other people's because I always look to see if my visions are just like out of nowhere if there's anybody else, and I always find somebody who says something similar to a vision that I had. So and then with the number 7, remember I said I heard like a wind blowing in my head for like 15 seconds. I saw another video where it happened the exact same way with somebody else. So I feel like that's the Holy Spirit. Um so if anybody else has had any visions like that or like they feel the same thing, just let's just, you can leave comments about it and try and figure this thing out because I'm so ready. I guess that's basically it. All right, you guys, God bless and enjoy the rest of your day.